again. 2. It's a StarLadder PUBG first-person duo tournament. The first one, the Primorsk Tuesdays as well. So in just a minute, we've obviously had that first map with Kamka and Azverkin ending up in first place with a combined kill ratio of 9. But some fun little facts about the previous map as well, as I've got the scoreboard open to me now. Finn BK ended up in 5th place playing solo in the duos tournament. His teammate didn't turn up, but he's turned up this time. And Pudge, who we saw go on a rampage, ended up with 10, but his teammate Buster with only 1, despite both of them making it to the top 10. So, fun facts about that. Also, team can be 0 kills each, and 7th place was team Suzil and Troll only had 1 kill between the two of them. Not a lot of damage going on from them, but people like Pudge will be looking at, people like Kamka and Azver, that great first map. But gone across, seen the planes, so the entirety of this north part of the map is going to be left open. Most spawns going towards a military base, Pashinki, Milta Power, Gatka action as well. So we've actually got most people just sticking with the plane's trajectory here. Obviously, they've not been given a lot of options. But I can imagine we're going to have a few people grab cars early on, head up north, go to places like Severny, Yasnia. Even Stauber's a good loot option now with all the recent additions and the buildings added to the western side of it. So we've got more military loot there, far more medical loot, more choices. Many more people have been going to Stauber game as well, but it's going to be most people just dropping off, trying to find a vehicle, trying to head north. That's always the safest way to play it, much as how we saw only a couple of people head towards a military base in the previous. That's not proving to be the same coming into this one. There's going to be a lot towards the military base. So already 3 duos towards Novo, just in this game, and 2 towards this side. So yeah, we'd say a fair amount of action in the military base, enough people to split the loot equally, but enough to have some gunfights. On the west side, we've got Mamino and Dream. They're going to be heading up north through the side of Gatka. They found themselves a vehicle as well, so they're going to be looking to go up into the northern side of the map. It's actually on hot pursuit. They've got some players behind them. There's a couple of vehicles heading their way up. So actually, a lot of vehicles, 4 different vehicles that are split between all these duos. Mamino, I don't think he's got his teammate there, so I'm not sure where he is. Maybe it's Razor. Yeah, no, it's Keen over here. There we go, we got Keen. So he has got his teammate. He's actually gone and found a weapon as well, so that's something good at least. But this zone, look at this zone, this is horrible. A northern zone with a southern plane, so everyone who dropped out of the plane instantly is now going to head all the way towards the top of the map. Keen awaiting his pickup, his taxi ride from Amino, going to be firing off some pop shots, trying to take down the players outside here, and he's doing damage, but he's not connecting the kill. Not even going to commit with it either, just decides to back off and go somewhere safer. So, good choice from him as he moves away, lets those guys get away with their lives. And we'll start to head up north. But look at players like this. Maito has already found himself towards Severny. Shooting range as well, going to be fully accessible from these two. So they have got a hell of a lot of loot to split out between the pair. They are going to be fully geared, I imagine, in just a few minutes. And even players in Georgiapol as well. That's going to be an area that we'll see a lot of fighting towards, because obviously while it's on the edge of the zone, with the southern plane, not many people opting to go for it. They want to go inside the zone. They want to go to places like Stauber, like Yasnia, like Severny. We're talking at Yasnia, no one's there yet. The school not getting any action 2 games in a row. Rozok with only 1 player inside of it as well. So this is quite a shame to see. We've already seen a wipe down towards the southern side on the military base island. And yeah, not a lot of gunfights going on early on at least. We just see Maito taking control of Severny, so this will be his and his teammates to completely overrun, so that's not going to be an issue for them at all. They'll have plenty of loot to split between the two of them. Severny's a really good spot to find gear, lots of residential buildings, has a good combination of pretty much everything you can ask for, and other people are going to start to be joining them as well. We see Chessie actually moving up, him and his teammate in their vehicle, Dacia. As they head up north, they're going to be again facing up against Maito as well, so not exactly an empty city for these two, as we may have some early gunfights come in from these two teams as Chessie begins to move up We will see. These guys have no gear as well. That's one thing you got to take into account. They have nothing. We've got some nice tracksuit bottoms, but that's about it here on these guys. So the players who already got into Severny are going to be significantly more geared than the other two, and they might not even know that they're not the first people in. Maito and Maito, they're already in. So I don't think these guys even realise just yet. But either way, we will see. There's some Anzati, sorry, going to start to move up. I think Maito has realised, so he's going to be moving into this position. He's fully geared as well. Look at his weaponry. 2 rifles, backpack, armour, helmet. He is looking good as he begins to move in. And he'll hear the footsteps as well. Anzati inside the building as Maito just sits on the other side. As Anzati yet to find a gun yet as well. This is starting to be a bit complicated for him. This is going to start to be a bit difficult. And another team have moved in as well. So Maito now met with a lot more force to fight. Santazi finds a pistol. Anzati, sorry. Maito going to wrap round, doesn't get spotted by that vehicle going round. And they've actually got 2 of them here in position to drop Anzati. You need to quickly get inside this building because Chessie's actually wrapping from the backside. And I don't think they've realised. Chessie, you may have spotted them here. No, he's moving in towards the west side of Severny. So no one's seen each other just yet. But finally, they'll see Anzati towards the top of the building, shooting him out through the window. So he's dead, leaving just Chessie alone. Glock in hand, but not a lot to work with. The other duo, at least, the green one, Unknown and Mind, they're going to be wrapping around in their vehicle. And right now, with Anzati down, there's no way he's going to be able to get revived from this position. Chessie can't come in for support, but they've spotted another player. They're going to be moving on to him. It's just Unknown. He only has a pistol here, and he's about to have 2 guys with rifles, full force, run into him. He can surely hear the footsteps at this point. They're going to be wrapping from the backside, and they will find him dropped instantly. That's 2 duos down, but they haven't gotten a kill yet, so they know that there's 2 duos here. A lot of information gained from Maito, and they finish off the first. Still, Mine 1 sits towards the southern side of Severny with only a crossbow to work with, and Chessie actually moves in to try and help his teammate. Again, they haven't finished off Anzati, and while he spots Maito crossing, he might be able to make it in time to save his teammate. Again, they don't have weaponry, but this is potentially quite a good situation for Chessie. Mine 1's been killed as well. He's dead now, as Chessie is going to be able to revive his teammate. They won't get that original kill that they asked for. So now, Unknown and his teammate wiped. Chessie and Anzati up in this building. Not a lot of gear to work with, but again, Maito, they've got to know at this point that there are more players, right? They've got to know that there's another duo up inside this building. As they start to clear out the rest of Severny, there's a lot of buildings to clear. And Zati doesn't quite have medical supplies yet as well, so he can't even really heal up into this one. I think they've been spotted. It shots out the window from Chessie. He's trying to connect with the UMP. He actually downs Maito, so he's done one of them down, but he's still got more to do. So spotted. Going to take shots back with the AK. A UMP not known for its range ability, so this is going to be a difficult gunfight to win here as Chessie sits in the window, spraying away. Maito running around, and his teammate's still towards the bottom floor as well. Just trying to catch information. Maito will be spotted, but Anzati dropped, and actually Maito going to go the full distance, finish him off as well. Now Chessie looking to do the same, add insult to injury, trying to drop his teammate, but instead he does damage, dinks the helmet, swaps out to the pistol as well. So much damage done. Maito just sits around the edge. He knows his teammate's going to try and come and regroup with him. He's been spotted again, healed up now. And Maito looks to save his teammate. Chessie's not going to be able to land the shots. We might even see a revive come in here. With both of them back up in action, Chessie is going to be stuck in such an awkward predicament. He jumps out the window, begins to wrap, but now both players should be up in time. Surely they should be up in time. No way he'll stop them. As he peeks round, he goes down. So unfortunate. The revive works its wonders, and Maito, they will have control over Severny. 2 duos wiped. And a great effort at that as people will start to move up north. And as we see movement up north, we have a bit of bridge camping. Everyone loves it. It's going to be 2 players just sitting on the bridge, waiting for the fight to come across. It's actually 2 duos holding the bridge, and then another duo trying to cross. So we've actually got a lot of gunfights going on here. Dogsy down. His teammate actually carry on driving. He's not even going to give up here. And he's going to be met with the other players at the edge of the bridge. They're going to be spraying away. Damage done. Car blown up. And there we go. He's dead. But so is Naxan. A drop from the players down further on the bridge. It's actually Hawken. The players that we saw make it all the way to the top 10. Ended up in 6th place last game. His teammate dropped. Got a 2v2 now on the bridge as they finish off the players who were trying to cross early on. They start to move up. Hawken beginning to make his way with the UAZ. They've dropped one of the 2 players. So they want to take advantage of that and begin to move up while the revive is coming in. And here's where it gets difficult. Both players starting to move in an awkward spot. He's got a Sega to play with, not the gun for the job. Got support from the Kar 98 from his teammate, but this nade This looks perfect. He cooks it as well. Takes a second. And now he goes to the peak. More damage done, but he's dropped. So is, again, the enemy. It's a 1v1 essentially, but the revive can come in. They know the Car 98 is 2-4 down to help. So KTV, he's got to move up a long distance, and he can't stop either of these players. Switches out to the M4. Better gun for the job, but now the revive is through. Both players are back up in action, but one of them gets down straight away. Doesn't even get a chance at the second fight. KTV looking for more. His teammate dropped with a nade, and that's Hawken out of the count. The 5th place player from last match, shot to 6th place, dead, and KTV needs to make it all happen. He's alone. Player not back up. Revive not even going to come through. He finishes off the job as well. It's all going to be Fuse pushing towards him. He tries to go for the revive. Will not work out. KTV and Hawken are removed, but they take many men down with them. Fuse is the only man standing out of this duo as well, and that Dacia that we saw cross earlier make it out here is destroyed. Nothing left. Only one player surviving that cross. But look at the zone. It's going to begin to move up. Luckily, Fuse has plenty of vehicles for him to make his way up towards the north part of the map again. So he should be okay for the time being. But look at the amount of vehicles heading up towards the Georgia Pool area. Places like this bridge are going to be very, very dangerous to go. Especially considering Mamino and Keen are there as well. As Rage begins to push up, there's going to be 4 different vehicles moving up with a duo in each. Very scary stuff. Rage actually going to cross over the water. He tries to take the vehicle. That's not going to work, buddy. I'm not too sure what the intention was there. But they ditched the vehicle. Maybe they just want to make it on foot. They are in the zone now, so they have the option to make it on foot. And oh no, we went underwater. You hate to see it. It breaks the audio when it happens. No. Hopefully we can fix that. Go back to these players. It should be done. This is a common glitch of spectating. There we go. Water's gone. Let's have a look at Pudge, though. See what he's up to. He was in the Groza last game. He came up in 2nd place with Buster as well. They are looking again to be geared. Double rifle on the back player. Buster, he's going to have I think it's a Sega. No, it's M16, sorry, and a Mini 14. So they're pretty geared as they move up, but they're going to be moving up into another duo. Looking towards these buildings below Saverni. It's going to be a couple of players there. Not going to commit to it, it seems. Just going to look to gear up. Make this way on foot. It's actually Jastic. If we remember these guys from the previous map, Jastic and his teammate actually going to be spotted. It's Melmat. Shot down from Buster and Pudge. So seen in the buildings, but the position is given away. And to make matters worse, Dream is going to be pushing in with his Dacia as well. He's actually going to pull up here. He's not even going to go past. He just stops and gets out. Pulls out the Sega for close range, but they drop into the window. Doesn't matter. Dream's going to hit one. Spots a second. He wipes them both. A shotgun double kill. They both jump out the window, but to no avail. Dream wipes both players, and that is going to be a duo completely decimated. Up in this building. What a way to take control. You would think that the jump out of the balcony would catch these players off guard, but nothing goes on. However, these players don't realise that Pudge and Buster are still shooting down from a range. 4x scopes, Mini 14s, rifles. Geared enough to take these gunfights, but maybe they don't want to go for it anymore. Bike is going to be picked back up. One duo has already been wiped. Buster's doing a little bit more damage. Just trying to keep them at bay. But he's not going to finish him off. Actually, I say that, though. He drops Dream. Somehow hits a shot from this range. But, of course, being inside the building, this shouldn't be an issue. They should just be able to revive Dream, get back into the safety, and you know, start healing up again. The only damage will be their armour, or their helmets particularly, getting destroyed. But they seem to both be in good condition for now. Revive comes in. Buster looking to do more. But, again, the issue is with revives, when you're up inside a building like this, even if Buster or his teammate Pudge actually drop another player, it's just instant revives. There's nothing you can do about it with so much cover. So these guys shouldn't be finishing off the job unless they move in close. But now, with these 4 cars that we saw move up past the ruins, they've each taken settlement at a building or a compound each. Just holding on to that for the time being. They've actually got some gunshots coming in as well. Missing that. That's actually Scar getting taken down. It's Keen moving in with Mamino. Mamino's been downed and he's such low HP. There's no way surely he'll be able to make it out of this one. As just holding towards the top of the building, it's CKA. Keen starting to move up, gets tagged as well. CKA, such low HP, 4 bullets left with his shotgun, but he might be able to make it out alive with these players being so low. Throwing more and more nades. These players starting to revive each other. Mamino should be back up in action as well as Keen begins that revive. Nade only just skimming these guys. And CKA, he needs to heal up. He does do so. Gets the reload in as well. Jumps out the back. He's not even going to go for the fight in the building. He just runs away, trying to get out of the compound. His teammate's already been dropped, and he doesn't want to finish off the job as well. He wraps towards the top of the hill. So just gives up on that gunfight completely. Doesn't even want to go near Mamino and Keen. Maybe he knows who he's dealing with. So he runs up. They might be able to spot him from this position. I'm not sure if they know he's left, but no. Oh, that's definitely not where we're meaning to go. Mamino might spot him at the top of the hill, and I think he has. There we go. He's seen him. As he starts to run up, Mamino going to have full shot over him. Takes him down. Great shot there with the Mini 14. Finishes off CKA. And that'll be Mamino and Keen living to fight another day. Actually saw Fuse earlier make it out of a bit of an awkward confrontation on the bridge. Now he's got himself into another one. There's two players here. Unknown being one of them. Not sure who the other is. Unknown and Morway, of course. As Fuse starts to push up. Here's a car 98. He knows they're in the building. Got to be able to spot them leaving, but they're actually making a run for it. Again, they're in the white zone, so they don't need to worry, but they're just going to run into another duo. Well, they'll get away from this confrontation. They just walk into another dangerous one. This could be very, very scary now. And Fuse, he's going to spot them running up the hill. Will he go for the shot? Car 98, one shot is all that's needed. These guys are tagged up already, but he's not going to get the right time for it. Doesn't want to waste his advantage of them not knowing where he is as he begins to push him from the back lines. They're going to run away. Again, now they should be running to safety. The other players, QST and Nick, has actually moved up. So, Fuse, actually going to be on hot pursuit. Looking to finish off these guys. I'm sure they know where he is. He looks like he's taking some pop shots given the fact that these guys are already tagged up, but they've not healed. And that's a crazy thing about this. They're still half health, so this car 98 is going to be even more lethal. As he begins to move on in, he knows they're inside that little shack, or maybe he doesn't. Checking all around. They still sit in the shack. Could have gone badly. But he's just checking all around, making sure they're not anywhere else. He actually sees them again, I think, just through the trees. As he begins to move on, they're moving away, and now he's got to clear out the shack, but he's so far behind. They're going to be able to get so much distance, so much ground between him and them, that he won't be able to stop this at all. Yeah, he's going to start to clear out these buildings. This is too far gone, I think, unless he hurries up. They've already made their way down the hill more way. Getting out of here, but Fuse, he's on hot pursuit. He now realises he's wrapping the left side of the hill though, and they're going around the right, so he's not going to be able to stop them here. They'll get away from this one, I think. I don't see Fuse changing his trajectory so strongly and spotting them out. He actually goes the wrong way, so yeah, he doesn't know where these guys are going. They will get away. Fuse unable to chase him down, but very hungry for kills considering he's on his own. Could be dangerous, but he'll get away with it at least for now. We'll check back in with him a little bit later. It's actually Kamka up here. Vehicle with his teammate. We saw them in the last game. As Verin. They jump out the vehicle as well. We've got players just to their northwest. They're driving past in their vehicles, so these guys won't be spotted. Playing things right. They're playing things on the edge of the zone. Again, they were getting a fair few kills in the last game, but that was typically in the top 10. We saw a lot of damage output by these guys, but early game they were playing like very, very passive, very, very careful, sitting on the edge. Just trying to play the blue, and it seems to be working out for them. They're into not only the first win, but now making it into the top 50, looking pretty geared and not tagged up yet. Zone going to force them down, though. They've got to move towards Yasnia. This is an awkward zone as well for everyone to play with. And we still actually have Pudge and Buster over here taking shots from the other players that we saw. Dream, actually. And it's going to be a lot of damage as well. Pudge tagged up drastically. They're going to just get away. Buster and Pudge moving away from that position. But these guys didn't exactly get through with ease. Low HP as they move into the next zone. There's going to be more players here. As they get into the safety of the next, a lot of gunfights going on. Mamino and Keen actually still moving away in this vehicle. It's actually just Mamino. I'm not sure where Keen's gotten up to. I think he's actually lost him. So maybe Keen's gone down in the process. But no, he's following him in a vehicle, so they're getting out of here. Mamino and Keen always seeming to split up in vehicles. Interesting to know why, because it's so dangerous if one of you goes down. But again, trying to cross the water. This time it actually works. Mamino gets through with Dacia. Let's see what vehicle Keen has. He has a UAZ. I'm not sure if that can show the same speed to get him across, but he'll give it a shot. As he dives on through. Let's see. That should be enough. Just about. Keen and Mamino make it through. And Hippe just holding ground. Just sitting in the back with a Tommy gun. He's got that building under control for sure, and it's in the zone, so hey, I can't say I really blame him in this position. So we're going to see players start to move on. It's actually Pudge and Buster. They catch a bit of guys from the buildings earlier on that's shooting at them. Dream tagged up heavily, and the car gets blown as well. It's so low to going down. These two players just trying to get away into the safety, but it's going to be Matoigai moving in. We saw him from earlier in Saverni. Unfortunately, he won't be coming into this gunfight. We've got Dream and Zodiac just holding on to this building. Buster and Pudge moving on through, but there's seemingly no windows on this side of the building, just a door. They should be able to get away with a bit of healing damage, healing to heal up the damage that Pudge and Buster inflicted. But these guys are so aggressive, and it shows why. They're getting so much damage done. Again, to retract, if you weren't here for the previous map, Pudge ended in second place with 10 kills. Buster only with 1, and he did make it into the top 10, but even so, Pudge puts up such numbers that I'm not surprised they're going for all these frags, trying to take early kills, trying to just drop the opposition and get them out of the server. Amino and Keen taking Solitude, at least in this building. Or, yeah, there's a building there. So safe outside Yasnia. Still players towards the northern side of the map very late into the game, but he's going to be able to get into the blue soon. However, that begins to move in, so Susil got to be very careful with his timing. So it's sometimes very hard to get your timings right and work out how many meds you have. Dream still trying to fire shots down with the silence that for. M16 at least has the 8x scope on the top of it as well, but he can't quite spot the kill. Just sees him peeking through the window, but it's going to be Razor and Unknown. None of them going down here. This is a real range to be fighting at. And I want to keep my eyes on players like Pudge, players like Dream. See where they're heading. As QST Nick begins to move in his vehicle, he's alone as well. He's got no teammate to join him. He's going to get shot at as he pulls up towards Unknown, taking a lot of gunfire, but he's actually winning the fight. Does damage, but eventually finish off by the M249. That will knock him down. But again, these players have got to be careful because earlier on they're getting shot at from Dream. So now that's going to draw a lot of attention. We can see Pudge and Buster are already looking towards this complex as well. So they've got to be careful. Up towards the northern part of the zone though, we've got a down player. It's going to be Gumna. A different unknown player. Obviously, for those wondering why there are so many unknowns, it's just a server issue. One guy downed. I think that... Were they shot or did he just mess up the bike? I'm not even sure. They need to get into safety. They're about to... That's not going to work. They're going to try and res in the blue. And the second you get res, this blue will do enough damage to kill you almost instantly. Let's see. I'm going to stick with these guys just to see if this works or if they move out of the blue zone. Because you can't stay here for too long. You can't res someone in the blue. It's not even worth it. No, they'll move out. Okay, making a good choice there. So we don't have to follow them anymore, at least. Fuse already moving up, but look at this zone. It will really ruin him. Veg as well. This is a player playing on his own in this Duos tournament. He signed up on himself. Looking to try and make things happen. He's got players close by. Shade to his north east and Fuse to his west. Then we saw Fuse with that Car 98 chasing players moving up north earlier on. Mamino and Keen, they're both going to grab their vehicles again and actually move across towards the bridge. This is where things get dangerous. There's a couple of players just on the other side. Razor is there, and they should be able to hear this movement in as well. Mamino crosses safely. Keen does as well, but Unknown and Razor are not going to be taking shots. They hear the vehicles going past, but it's actually going to be Unknown trying to take shots. So the M249 there. Mamino and Keen still make it in cleanly, but they walk into the hands of Dream, and that's going to go badly. Dream doing shots. Mamino tagged down heavily, and Keen coming in for support as well. There's so many players here. Mamino's been down, and now it's Keen left to bail him out, won't get anything done. Those guys get wiped, and Dream, they win the fight. Oh, what's happened here? Not sure. Either way, Mamino and Keen now removed up into the top 40. Dream holding on to his position with Zodiac, and that is unfortunate. We still have Pudge up in this building complex here. The zone is still playing in his favour, but players from the north have got to start to move on up. Shots being taken from Dream, from other players. You can see a couple are hiding underneath the bridge. They can stay there as well. This is actually a really good position to play with. They're underwater. Oh no, not the underwater glitch. The audio. Oh, I hate it. I hate it so much. Well, we can't get rid of it until these guys get out of the water. It just stays underwater, even if you switch players. We've got loads of fish here this game, it seems. So yeah, we can't get rid of this underwater noise until we have these players get out. There we go. Okay, I'm not going to spec any more underwater players. Pudge, he spotted them. He's got a Mini 14 with an 8x, and he's seen these players. Knows exactly where they're sitting. Can't take the shot just yet. His level 3 helmet tagged up as well, so he's not exactly in the best of places. Maybe not enough stims to boost his health up either. It's not maxed out. Pudge and Buster, not in a position where they have to move. They can hold on to this this spot for the time being, because they have a building or two, they have some cover, but they're actually only taking shots. It's Pudge just firing onto the players on top of the hill, finishes off one, doesn't even let his teammate revive him, and he'll actually see one more moving forward, but he can't. Oh no, he doesn't. Does he spot him? No, apparently not. Pudge won't be able to finish off the second, but he's taken one at least. And a nice drift, Tokyo drift, as Inoil moves on round. through the centre of all of this madness. He's going to make his way towards the middle of the zone. May get shot up by Dream. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Not like this. They've got a car underwater now. This can't be calculated. We've actually got Dream throwing in a grenade as well. Just trying to finish off these guys. Spraying away. He knows the UAZ's there, but I don't think he realises that no one's in it. They're actually swimming now. And they're getting pop shot. Dream firing down. He knows his players are in the water. There's a lot of underwater players right now. You don't typically see the zone end towards this part of the map. So while this is good for a short time, again, when you eventually have to get out of the water, you're going to get players like this, like Dream, just holding the angle and not letting you escape. Shade will get out, but these players are only just moving up as well. The players under the bridge having to make their way across a 2. Right now, Dream is in a really good position because he's got control of this building. He can spot the players as well, healing up towards the bridge, and there's another one dropped. One more player. Shot the wrong guy, but he's taken one out of the server at least. Lots more damage done again by Dream. So he continues on this rampage. Pudge holds on to his position. And so many people in the water here. This is ridiculous. They've got to move up. Fuse as well. He's only just coming in from the south part. He's got 1 minute to get all this ground covered. And unless he swims it, he's got to wrap around the left side, but he doesn't have time for that. Oh, sorry, the right side. He doesn't have time for that. And it's too populated even if he tried. So he's really got to make a move. I don't see Fuse making it unless he gets in the water here and now. He's got to make a run as he starts to do so. But he's moving into potential death. 3 players here. One of them gets wiped. And I think Fuse may have heard the gunshots as well. He knows there are players up here. As he begins to move back in, he's going to spot more towards the top of the hill. That's Proddy. Goes for the shot, trying to line up the angle, but again, doesn't want to give away his position. He has nothing to play with right now. He's not forced to make kills. He should probably just try and stay alive, and I think this water is the best decision he can make. So we'll be seeing him go into the water and cross back up north. Either way, talking about north, it's XQF with, XOF, Zoff with Prodigy. And getting flanked by Maito, who are moving up around the top of this hill. These guys made it out of the water earlier, we saw them. Now they have a great advantage to play with. They can catch anyone swimming across, like Fuse, like all these other players. But they also have the hill to play with, so players up on the high ground aren't going to be able to spot them. There's so much fighting going on here, though. And Pudge is flying one in with the car. He's going to get shot out. Buster going down. Both these players wiped. And now it's where players starting jumping out of the water. Just Veg. He was the player that we saw queue up on this one solo, and he's going to take down one. But still up in the water. He's actually into the games. Who's got himself a boat out of nowhere, and he's going to be in a great position now because he can just swim out of the zone into the safety of the land. So many gunfights going on the way. Dream and Zodiac still hold strong. Just Veg, just teetering on the edge, just trying to wait for these players to move up. He knows there's a player on top of the hill, and that's going to be Andrew. Shooting down. He spotted more. He spotted 54. And Eniel as well going to be tagged up. Fuse is only just moving in, but look at his health. And look at the zone. They don't have time to play with. They've got to move into the next one quickly. And Fuse doesn't have a lot of options. This firing down from the top of the hill is doing some serious work. But Zoff is still under fight with the Maito players. Up close. His teammate down, but Maito's teammate dead. As Prodigy sits on the other side of the tree. Maito just looks to stay alive. So many gunfights going on right now. And Zoff, Maito, they're just facing off. Neither of them wants to peek. Again, it's first person. Not forced to make a wide face into this one. He's going to just be seeing Zoff start to push up. He wants to save his teammate. It gives him better chances moving into the top 10 as he begins to push on up. Maito still behind the tree. Zoff spraying and he'll land the shot. He can revive his teammate as well. And now we've got to worry about the players starting to come up the hill. Again, 46 seconds left on the zone. These guys have got to make their way out. And it's going to be Archie getting shot at here. Trying to take a bit of cover in the leaves. But there's going to be players coming from all angles. He's spraying away with the UMP. But into the game, they're starting to climb. They have to wrap the left side here. You can't climb up this bit. It's far too steep. So into the games and Hin have to make a play. They've got to make a move. But there's still players on the safe side. Veg still alive somehow. Queued into this game solo. He gets one more. He's getting tagged though. As the P6 starts to push up, wants to finish off the job. Veg still holding strong in the water. P6 beginning to move a little bit north as the nades rain on him, but he doesn't know exactly where Veg is playing. Clearing all the close angles. Got to make sure he knows exactly where everyone's going. Dream is wrapping around the left side as well, and he's going to get spotted. He takes one with him, goes some more, switches to the SKS and sprays, but he's not going to get the kill. It's instead a different player walking up into the Madless faultlessly, takes a frag. Now it's only going to be one player left. He's dead, faultlessly, now alone, and Veg finally climbing back up the top of the hill, so he'll get away with this one. Still alive, but again, I don't think he even realizes there's more players moving up. He's got to make a run for it. He's got to make a move, and Veg will gets the kill as well. This man is incredible. He has gone against all odds, queuing solo, but he's dead. He gets shot from the players moving up from the south side. Hin finally makes his way in, but the zone is chipping away. They've got to get into the white. Prodigy up on the top of the hill has been dropped as well, and that's going to be these two players. They've been camping out the majority of the game, and it's going to finally start to pay off as they have the high ground. They have the position. Prodigy finished off as he dies, bleeds out, and Huento and Alba, they're going to be the ones with the best positions right now. We have these two. We have another duo down here. We have Zoff at the top of the hill, and we even have Vampire wrapping in from the right side. So right now, it's a bit of a mess. Again, these players are only just moving in, but you've got to look. Players like Zoff and these two players down here, they've got to start to move across all of this open field to get to the next white zone. And Vampire right now is in probably the best position out of everyone because he can cover the entirety of this field. And as soon as players start to move over, he can take shots. This is going to be so interesting to see how Zoff plays it out. He knows there's players down on the hill, and he's going to start to hunt them. Wants to take down some of the competition with him, at least before he begins to move. Expects Vampire to be behind this rock. And he's making a good call. We have the players from the northern side wrapping in as well. So Vampire might spot them, but it's Zoff to jump in. Balls deep into the fight. Will go down. And he doesn't get any further than that. Let's see if Vampire realizes that he's being flanked. Two players looking to get into the exact position where he is standing. And Vampire, he doesn't want to deal with this. He spots them. Knows exactly where they are. And he's seen them. He's not even going to take the fight. He has a clear shot on one of these players. Look how close they are towards the top of that tree. But he is playing this perfectly. The issue is they're moving in from the right side. So Into can spot him. And so have the players on the top. They've actually shot the players across the field. And Vampire can finish off the job. With this silenced gun down from the hill, he can shoot onto everyone. Hin tagged up heavily. But he's dropped. Vampire with the best position. Cannot make it work. Hin goes down. And now Into's got to move in a 1v2. Again, no cover to play with. But he knows where these last two players are as he begins to climb up the top of the hill. Albert and Hugh just sitting up there Into not with a lot of chances. Again, he's got the ridge of the hill to play with here. And he's got this rock on his left that's also inside the zone. But these players have height, and that's going to be such an advantage. They must spot him crossing. He crosses towards a rock. No way they haven't seen him. This could be massive. If they cross past him, he's going to be in a great position. But they're just going to hold on to the top of the hill. They know what the height advantage is like. The only issue is, look at the white zone. Look at the next zone. It's just here in the centre. Neither Into nor these two are up, so it's going to be a kill as these players start to move in. In 38 seconds, that zone will start to come in, and it's going to be who has bigger balls of steel, who wants to try longer in the blue zone. He throws nades to give away his position, but now they know what's going on as they start to move in. He's not fully aware. Into trying to wrap round. They're from the top of the hill. He's spraying, but he's not going to be able to connect it, and it's the camp that works its wonders. Alba and Huento, they will be your victors for this map. What a great performance from them. And it's crazy to see 2 games in a row, the top 5 and top 6 placing were from someone who played solo. Shout out to Just Veg for doing so much work there. Dream as well, staying alive against the odds. And what a great way to finish it off. What an interesting zone. I've not seen anything like that before. So that'll be it. That'll be the second map of 5 concluded. And we are going to be going for a short break before we head into the third. So we'll see you in just a minute.